Hello there and welcome to a new video. In this one I'm going to be setting up my week for October 17th through the 23rd in my Hobonichi Cousin avec. My name is Stephanie. Thank you for stopping by. And for this week I believe, so these are going to be used for last week's spread to decorate, but for this week I think I'm going to be using this grid washi tape, which is like a green one. I got this one from Amazon. I will be using my dark gray zebra mild liner with the brush tip, and I will definitely be using my Marvula Plume 2 in the color Pumpkin, and potentially using this gray Pentel brush sign pen. And I've got my trusty Uni Jetstream, which is a 4-color plus pencil pen. So let's go ahead and get started. And I already have written down a bunch of stuff like going on as far as appointments for work. So that's what I use to write in blue. Green is for personal appointments, which actually reminds me. So I had a feeling this would be rescheduled, so that's why I wrote it. This is a Pilot friction pen. I think it's Pilot. It is, it says right there. But this is a Pilot friction pen, which means it can be erased. And then I do have an appointment on Friday, not Friday, Thursday at 1:15 for the embryo transfer. And then black I usually use for like everything else. So if like I did laundry or my grandma's birthday, I'll have to look if I have a sticker, maybe I will cover that. But for now it's in there. So I also, when I walk my dog, we're doing things like journaling. So this is typically what I do as far as why I have multiple colors. Something I've been actually doing pretty recently is really utilizing the different colors that the pen has to offer to distinguish one thing from another, especially when it comes to work versus like personal appointments. Now typically I have this like goal habit tracker thing on my sidebar, and I still want to do that, but I think I'm going to do a little bit differently today. All right, so I'm trying out a different angle, and I also was watching my most recent video and it sounds like I'm very quiet, so I'm going to try to speak a little bit more loudly. But also I'm trying this different angle so it's not, so you're not staring at my hairy hand as I write stuff. All right, so just experimenting with that angle, so I'm gonna see how it looks on the, when I'm editing, but I'm just gonna go back to normal for now. And what I'm gonna do next is do some highlighting for my meals section. And then while that dries, I'm going to be doing my little like goal / habit tracker differently on this side. Normally what I do is I make the outline and then I just kind of fill it in, but I often get confused. I have to like flip back and forth a few times, and so this time I'm gonna start by just highlighting like I know what each thing will do, so you'll see. I'm just not even gonna explain it because I can't apparently. Actually, instead of highlighting, I'm gonna write it in because that would, I think, would be easier for me to know where things go. All right, so now I'm actually gonna go in and do the highlighting. And because it is a Uni Jetstream, it pretty much dries right away. Like there's no smearing that I really experienced that was too bad. So let's see here. not too shabby. I do apologize too, my neighbor is in the process of moving, so sounds like he's vacuuming his car. And it's kind of loud. All right, so now I'm actually gonna go in and do the outline. And I already see that I've made a mistake and that I forgot to do my meal tracker, so, you know, when you do something different for the first time, there's bound to be mistakes. But actually, this method has been a lot easier for me, to be honest. Just because I don't need to figure out where the line goes like I usually do. And I've actually done less lines, so typically I do put a line underneath each category to section that off, and then each section has its own blank space, but instead I think I might leave it unsectioned, so unlined right there. So I'm going to do my meal tracker next. These, by the way, are ollie blocks. They are like magnets. They're actually pretty powerful little magnet page bookmark kind of thing. I've really been liking them, although I don't know if I'm necessarily preferring them over my like binder clips, just because they're just so easy to you know, open and close as binder clips typically are. And this takes a little bit more work, but they also are nice and powerful enough to keep things in place. So pros and cons. And honestly, as far as meal planning goes, we haven't done it this week again, at least not yet. Yeah, as far as we know, we're just having salad on Monday, so that would be today. And then on Saturday, being that it's my grandma's birthday, I'm sorry if you weren't able to see that. I don't know what we're having for dinner. I can't remember, some kind of Mexican food. But that is all I will put for now until we actually do some meal planning. I also meant to start this line over here so that I can go in and check, but maybe there'll be enough room to check over here. Not what I would have preferred, but you know, if I'm not making mistakes left and right, then are we even doing it right? Does that even make sense? Because it didn't make sense to me. All right, so hopefully like this is nice and dry enough now so that I could write in the word meals, which is repetitive, but I still like the way it looks. All right, and finally, I'm just gonna go in with the washi tape. All right, and something I've been forgetting to do is actually like highlighting the day here. I like to give it like that little bit more pop of color for it to stand out. And then I will be doing my weather tracking up here, more or less, with stickers. All right, so that is my spread for this week so far. And then next week I will go ahead and do some decorating and all that. So let's go ahead and jump into the previous week and start decorating for that. All right, so this is last week's spread. I did not do such a good job with filling some of it out. Like I had to really remember some of my meals. I don't know why I was just so bad with it. I didn't do all these days, but because these happened so recently and they were a little bit memorable kind of days, I was able to put stickers down for them. But yeah, last week, I don't know what happened, that it was like I was on top of things and then I was also not on top of other things like journaling. So I started out the week really nicely doing yoga or just dance, and then I got sick on Sunday. Saturday was a whole other thing, but yeah, it was just not a week for me to keep up with planning. So all right, so for decorating this week, I'm gonna bring in my Pentel brush sign pen in the color light brown, and then I've got my Zebra mild liner with the bold tip in beige. So this is one of the newer colors. And then these are the stickers I'll be using to add deco, as well as the bunch of stickers that I've got for the rest of stuff. All right, so, and last week this color is ochre, but I feel like ochre would, if I wanted to like highlight stuff, would mask some of the things. So I'm gonna stick with light brown instead of ochre with the brush sign pen. All right, so I highlighted everything, pretty much everything that I thought was worth noting. Thursday was just, I don't know, it's like I didn't do anything that day. I did work, but I never really write work anymore, just because of how I like to have my schedule more or less and try to maintain it. All right, so to start with, I'm gonna use this Coffee Monsters Co sticker for filming. And then I've got this little envelope. This is from Paper Bits Co. that I got Happy Mail. I think my Happy Mail came from Coffee Monsters Co. Where I got a bunch of new stickers. And then I'm gonna use this one as editing, also from Coffee Monsters Co. I've got this little popcorn sticker for from Paper Bits Co. that I'm gonna use for House of Dragons. I've got this napping sticker from Brianna Nicole Designs, and I think it's all the hormones or something, but man, I am just so tired. And I was a little bit sick on Sunday. I feel like I'm getting over it, but I've kind of, as the day progresses, gotten over it. But it's just like I'm so tired. So all of these stickers for napping come from Brianna Nicole Designs. And then these yoga stickers I'm gonna use, they are big. These are from Oh Hello Stationery. They come in two colors on this one sticker sheet, which is this like gray color and then this like reddish color. And then this one is from Brianna Nicole Designs. It says keep going. So I had my first progesterone shot on this day, and oops, sorry about that. And it went really well. It definitely didn't hurt like the last time. The first time for some reason hurt really bad. I gave it to myself in my thigh, and yeah, it was super not pleasant. And I'm so glad that this experience was so much better. I also, you know, breathing is just such a good technique for like all kinds of stuff. So I'm very glad that I remembered to take breaths and kind of use some timing to my breaths so that I could kind of, what is it called? Like that relaxation response. So, you know, to try not to get my muscle to get all tense. And then this little guy is from Nightingale Paper Co. I'm gonna put him for dinner. And then this one is from Paper Bits Co. for me watering the plants. I'm gonna use this laundry sticker from Paper Bits Co. I'll put that one here to go with like the gray. Not like it really matters, to be honest. And then I'm gonna use this laundry sticker. This is one of the new ones that I got from Coffee Monsters Co. I did do laundry 2 days in a row because I had that much. This digger is like perfect for how much laundry was all over the floor when I separated it. So I have a question for my viewers out there. Do you separate your laundry? Because my husband doesn't really. Like, I saw him today loading the washing machine with jeans and shirts. We do our own laundry, but I think that's gonna have to change. But yeah, he like doesn't separate his clothes, and I think that's just so weird. We have very, very different ways of doing laundry. And then I'm gonna use this one from Nightingale Paper Co. for me working. I'm gonna use this one from Coffee Monsters Co. for rattlesnake avoidance. Our dog did super well with this. I'm so glad that she didn't cry out in pain or anything, because I think that would have broken my heart a little bit, even though, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But she did really good. And the first step to the rattlesnake avoidance was you walk by this like plastic snake that's coiled up like it's ready to strike, kind of looks like it. And that particular toy has been sitting like in a whatever enclosure with rattlesnakes, so that way it has the scent. But we did not see any reaction from her. She literally just ignored that thing. Like she did walk over it one time, but beyond that she just was like, didn't look at it, didn't smell it, didn't have anything to do with it. If anything, she was a lot more curious about the grass, because there was grass there, and my dog is obsessed with eating grass for some reason. So she was more interested in eating the grass than doing that portion. So the guy didn't shock her when it came to that. That sticker is from Nightingale Paper Co. Coffee Monsters Co. I did not leave much room, did I? So yeah, so the guy didn't shock her. And then the second stage was moving her to a bucket, I think it was, that had a rattlesnake in it. But the snakes always have their mouths like wrapped so they can't bite. But I think the rattle itself was also wrapped or something, so it couldn't rattle, but it was just in the bucket and moving. The bucket was kind of like on its side, and it was in there. And so when she went up to check it out, she did get shocked, and she like I've never seen her jump so far back. But yeah, it was almost like 5 feet of difference that she jumped from one end to the other when she got shocked. And after that, when we tried to walk her by that particular part of the rattlesnake, she said, absolutely not. Why are you trying to take me here? The third stage, let's see, what do I need here? Another one from Coffee Monsters Co. So the third stage of the rattlesnake avoidance was pretty similar to the first, but this time the snake was not in a bucket and it didn't have its rattle taped, so it could rattle, and it was on the ground and just kind of like moving a little bit. And she did kind of go up to see what it was. The guy shocked her, and again she like jumped super far back, so she definitely does not want anything to do with snakes. And then the last step I believe that they do is they bring out the snake itself in like one of those like claw things, and this thing was huge. I don't know, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen big snakes before, but this snake was a honker. And she was like not about going near it or anything, and as the guy was approaching, she was backing up. So that's rattlesnake avoidance. And then you're supposed to like praise the dog and make sure like they're, I guess, like feeling safe or something, or like that they did a good job, to kind of encourage the fact that they should not mess with rattlesnakes. And then these next stickers will be from Function of Beauty, to signify that I washed my hair. I've really been liking keeping track of when I washed my hair, because trying to keep track of it on my own, like in my mind, just was not working out. I've got these little banners. I don't remember where they're from, but if I had to guess, I would say they are from Oh Hello Stationery. And they are pretty short, so I like to overlap them. They almost look like little vampire teeth. I also have this other sticker. Again, I would guess from Oh Hello Stationery, that I washed my brushes. It's been a long time. I haven't used makeup all that often anyway, because I've been breaking out, and I think it's because of all the hormones, but also I've just been thinking maybe my breakout could also be due to the fact that my brushes are dirty. I genuinely don't remember where this sticker is from, but I'm gonna use it for Just Dance. It's almost like a perfect match right there. This sticker I think is from Pretty Planner, which is the shop that's not in business anymore. And I'm gonna put it over here that we drove 35 minutes to get flooring and then not get the flooring at the end of the day because they raised the price, and it would have come out to an extra like $2,500. So we decided to hold off and look at our other options. And I think this one is from, it's so hard to see and I don't really like it, but I'm just gonna use it to get out of the way. This one is from a Happy Planner sticker book. And last but not least, this one from Coffee Monsters Co. that we had Chinese food last night. I can never remember if it's lo mein or chow mein, but my husband gets one and I get the other, and we're happy as clams with our mains. And actually, I'm not gonna, not last, but, and actually this will be the last one. This is one that I'm gonna use to signify that we had a talk with our in-laws. We got some unfortunate news about my sister-in-law, and yeah, I hope things start getting better for her. But for now, I think that's what I'm gonna call it with those particular stickers. And let's put these guys. And I finished a sticker sheet. Always proud of myself when I do that. And this is my finished spread for last week. So I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. I love how like muted everything is, but it's still a little Halloween kind of. And yeah, I just really, really love these like beige brown tones for Halloween, which I think is a little bit like, I guess, unexpected, but kind of fits more into like a fall aesthetic. And next week I will be returning to a more traditional Halloween color palette. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment down below. And this is a very exciting week for me, but I hope for you it is a very wonderful week as well. Take care. Bye.